problem too. For example, I could say the conflict is the mail is not put in the right place, or the bills aren't sorted out or put in the right place, and I might frame that just that the mail's everywhere, and he thinks the problem is the bills aren't getting paid. Well, both of those problems are connected. It's just a matter of how we both perceive the issue. And if you get some blame in there, it's like, you always put the mail in the wrong place. Or
no, it's you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's an issue that we're dealing with.
It's a real issue.
No, we're getting back
but it's important to identify that different perception of what you think the issue is. And I think it'd be good to brainstorm some more conflicts that they might apply this to, just so we can go going. What are some other conflicts you guys have around your home or around your schedule? What are some conflicts? Being on time. Good. What? Cleaning. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Yes, good one. Good one. Cleaning.
A little close to home?
Yeah, close to home.
Children.
Sure. And you want to get specific about that, a conflict specific about the children, about curfew, about discipline, about how much money we should allow them to have weekly or whatever that may be. These are all very real conflicts. Give me two more. Boundaries. Okay, good. And you'd be as specific as you can about which boundaries. One more. Time, sports. Yep. So when you come to decide what the issue, when you come together, you might have different angles of the same issue, even if you're talking about, say, kids' sports schedules. That's the issue. Well, when you come together, you might have phrased those or framed those in a really different way because you're coming from your own perspective. And that's exactly the right thing to air out. It's good to get it out on the table that you perceive the problem to be slightly different. That's exactly why resolving conflict is so important. You can decide what the issue is. Maybe it encompasses both of those issues. And then you can move forward with the next one, which is how have both of you contributed to the problem? And this is really great because I can be kind of self-righteous and think that I'm the one that's right, and I'm not always right. Phew, I got it out.
No, you're not.
So if I come to the problem of the mail issue, like not the mail issue, but the mail issue, if I come to the table with this mail problem and I think it's all his fault, then automatically I'm sort of projecting this whole thing on him. If I come to this discussion having thought how I contribute to the problem, it doesn't put him on the defensive as much. It helps me own my part of it and think how we can work together on it. So this is very much you guys working together, identifying what the issue is, and then together saying how have we both contributed, and then what's the next step?
Well, hold on one second. I want to actually go back for a second on identifying the issue, because the other piece to identifying the issue is it helps you not rabbit trail.
That's so true.
Right? When you say, this is what we're going to discuss, this is what we're going to discuss.
Then when someone else brings up this
it's
other
like,
issue.
Yeah, but what about that? What about that? Because what you might start to find is you actually have unforgiven issues that you're going to keep bringing up, right? But we talked about when you forgive, you're moving beyond. You put down the negative feelings. You're not going to keep bringing up the same things that you've already forgiven for.
And even if it's not forgiven, you need to table it. You might call it like the parking lot. Okay, that's an important issue. We should talk about that another time. Let's push that to the side, because you can't argue, resolve, or anything multiple issues at the same time.
Yep.
So if something like that comes up, just say, that's a valid issue. Let's table that one for next time.
But that's not what we've decided that we're discussing right now. And remember, with what we're talking about, the idea is your issues don't run your marriage. Your marriage runs the issues. And so if there's an issue that I don't know, we're going to talk about it right now. You've not prayed about it, you've not processed it, and you've not planned it, let alone have you let your spouse do those three things. Therefore,